All right, we're up early. We're here on desperation. If anybody don't knows, or yeah, if you don't know, and or you're watching this later, it is 8:17 in the morning. This is our Apex funded 25K account. And as you can see, we have $8 of drawdown on it. We were in about 1,200 of profit with this account. Tyler, yes it is. Glad you're here. This account, we were doing very well. We did very well on the evaluation, and then we did very well on the performance. And then I hit a wall, and I had this linked with 2 other evaluations that were, this was already funded. Those evaluations were $60 from passing, and I just left them all linked. I should have unlinked them like my good friend Alito recommended. He said I should unlink those and leave this one alone and just try to pass those since they were only 60 away. I didn't do that. As those started going backwards, this started going backwards, and it just set me off. That was to not last Friday, the Friday before. So anyways, up almost 1,300, and then it just started going down. And since we have a trailing drawdown, we gave all that back plus some, and we are now at $8. So I can't take any drawdown, obviously. Even on 1 micro, there's not enough room for me to take a legit setup. So the plan was to wait for some news, an 8:30 news event, and then just put an order on both sides of the whatever range we just created before 8:30, and hope that the market just blows through one side or the other. I do not have high expectations for this. I just have this feeling that I'm going to get tagged in, and then it's just going to do like the tiniest pullback, liquidate my account, and then keep going. But we'll see. So the other question now I'm struggling with was, do I do it with 1 mini and aim for like 10 points? That would give us $200. I could grind a $200 account with 1 micro. Or do we go for a higher probability of only taking 5 points? And since I can't take any drawdown if it's a micro or 5 micros or 10 minis or 1 mini, the most amount of contracts I can have on this account are 4 minis. So do I do 4 minis for 5 points? Good morning, Alito. I'm a bit tired too. I hate waking up early. It's one of the reasons why I'm not having children. Both of you guys have children. So, what do you guys think? You think I should do 1 mini for 10 points or 4 minis for 5 points? I think I already know what Alito's gonna say. And then after that, we need to figure out where the hell to put our orders. Well, so that's what I would think too, Tyler, but I don't have any wiggle room. It doesn't matter if I have 1 mini or 4. Like, I cannot have the market get me in and then go backwards at all. Like I can't do one tick after commissions. My first order is going to put me down immediately from commissions. So then I'm down to what, $6? And it's $5 a tick, right? So I can't even go one tick in the wrong direction. Oh, yeah, that's a good point. I didn't think about that. 4 will probably put us down to nothing. How much is one? How much is one on here? I think I only traded minis on this account. 94 contracts. So 113.56. It's $1.22. So 4 would put us at 4.88. That's fine. We can get into 4. Because like I said, we can't take one tick of drawdown, so right. Okay, we need to have this. Oh. We need to have our orders on here. I was really hoping we'd have it's not a big range, but it's kind of a big range for what I'm wanting to do. I mean, I guess I'll just put one down here. Sell 4. If we get down here, hopefully we're going to take out that low. I was thinking putting one if we weren't opening up, or if we weren't up here already at 8:30, putting one in the 50s, aiming for that swing. I don't really want to put it right above that because there's a chance we could take out that liquidity and then make a run lower. Put it up there near that one. We'll just go like 75. Aim for. Okay, and we're just going for 5 points. 75 to 80, and then we'll do 20 to 15. If you guys have any suggestions, I normally don't. I normally want to make all these decisions for myself, but I don't really know what's going to happen. Yeah, I saw that too, Tyler. This gap up in here. But, I mean, with the news, who knows? They could drive the prices lower, take out liquidity, then we could do that in the open. I think this is good. We're right here. Look, it's like where I have the orders. It's right in the center. So if we have a run higher, hopefully we just blow past and hit 5 points there. If we go lower, we hit 5 points down. Like, I'm not trying to determine if we're going higher or lower. I'm trying to figure out a good spot if we go higher and if we go lower. Ink. Put this at 25 and aim for 20. All right. 4 minutes and we see if this works. I don't think it's gonna work, but we tried. I mean, I can't take $8 and go to 1 micro and try to grind that back. I don't have any setups that have that low of a risk. Plus with just the psychological thought of that. That's true. Like I said, leading up to when we do this, I was already planning on putting a buy order and a sell order, because I'm hoping that the market just goes in one direction, which we did. I checked the same news event last month, at least from what I could find, was on September 7th. It was the same initial jobless claims and some other things. At 8:30, that bar just went straight down. Hey, I'm just looking for 5 points. What's going to happen is we're going to soup down, hit 24.75, and then turn around. I think this is a good spot, though. I think where both of these are. The only thing I'm worried about is this swing high. Set. Everything's set. Oh, 20 point above and below. I'm not doing 15 points. I decided to do 4 minis with only 5. It's 20 points. I can do 4 lots. You can do 4, right? Oh, frick. I thought you can do 4. 25K is 4 and 40 micros. Is it different for the PA? Oh, I already figured out the commissions. It's going to be like 488 or something with 4 minis. It was yeah, it's round trip, but I just have to withstand those first 4 that get placed, and then we should go into profit. I mean, hopefully. I don't even want to watch this. I'm just thinking about walking away, and then I'll come back and see what happens. I don't know why I'm nervous. Like, I've had it in my mind that this account, like, I haven't traded this account 2 weeks. I mean, it kind of sucks that we paid the lifetime fee again. Oh, are you? Are you kidding me? Come on. God damn it. We could have not placed that any perfect. You have to be kidding me. Oh my God. I think the buy would have worked. Let's put this on a second. You have to be kidding me. You have to be kidding me. It absolutely did. Look at. Oh my God. Let's put it on here because it's easier to. I like this better. Let's go to a 1 second chart. That's what I should have been watching. God damn it. Where are we at? We were at 25, right? I had a short at 25. I was just aiming for 20. Look at what we did. And then I had this one at 75, aiming for 80. I really think that one worked. Yep, it did. Look at 75. This is a 1 second chart. Look it. That worked. It came up. This 1 second right here went down, tagged in, and never came below 75, and then went straight up to 80. Oh my God. The worst thing that could have happened happened. The absolute worst thing. Now I'm just pissed. The sell, it screwed me. Oh my, and you know what else? I had it at 20, and then I was going to aim for 15. And the last second, I'm like, well, if we go down, I mean, these are leftover thoughts from before I knew how to read the market. And I was like, well, if we get that close to 20, we'll probably hit 20. So I was like, I'll put it at 25 and aim for 20. But we also had this swing right here, so we took out this swing, and then we took out this swing. That is frustrating. That was moving so much. Oh, never mind. We didn't have a stop. Oh, God damn it. Why couldn't it just go straight in one direction first? They saw my order. That's what happened. Well, thanks everybody for watching. That was stupid. Like, it gives me hope that that kind of worked. So my whole life, I've always stuck with trust your instinct, trust your first thought on something. My first order was at 20. Why did I move it? Alrighty, I'm going to, I'm not normally up. Well, by now I am, but I'm not normally on here by now. I'm going to leave the stream up, but I will be back a little after 9. I need to go, feed the dogs and stuff. They're all confused as to why I'm up, but they haven't ate yet. You guys want this on the 30-second chart? People should see that, right? Instead of coming in the chat and be like, where is he at? I just picked some areas. I didn't have them. And then I noticed that they were relatively equal from where we were about to move. So I thought that that was a good idea. Oh, man. I think on our TopStep, I mean, I did some more damage to that yesterday. There's absolutely no rush with it. Absolutely no rush. I don't have to pay for it anymore. I paid the one fee for the combine. Alito, if I just stuck with my original sell, which was at 20 instead of 25, but I moved it up to 25 for whatever, some stupid reason. It's whatever. Okay, so we're down to 2 accounts that we can make money on. Amp. Yesterday I was talking to a friend of mine and I was thinking, I was having a good day thinking I need to change something. But I'm going to just keep doing what I've been doing with this 1-to-1, aiming for 250, see how today and tomorrow go. TopStep, there's no rush on it whatsoever. And my drawdown is getting pretty low compared to where we started. So I'm going to just go down to like 2 or 3 micros for a few days or maybe a few weeks. There's no rush on it. So just going to do that. But anyways, I'll be back at 9:15. I'm just going to leave the stream up and then that way I don't have to like start a new one. So feel free to leave it up or just close it and come back later. right. Everybody here get a chance to see that crap. You can just continue ignoring your job like I do. What's up, Hunter Lot? I was just having coffee with the wife and I think I'm caught up on, I was reading some of these. Yeah, Tyler's been killing it lately. Let me sign into my stuff. I'm just paranoid about putting that out there. How's Hunter Lot doing? Well, how's Hunter Lot doing, and how are your accounts doing? All right. Need to make sure we go back to micros on TradingView. I'm also going to trade 2 micros on our TopStep account. That sucks because I know it's the big one. It's 150K TopStep, but there's no need to get that into a place where our Apex just was because of over leveraging. Very nice. You have like a whole army of PAs. Just get too greedy and I can't freaking hold on to anything. Our TopStep is not looking very good. But I think if I stick to, oh Jesus. I think if I just stick to a micro and just grind, yeah, like I said, there's no rush. Why am I trying to make a lot of money right now when I keep having days that we throw it all away? The more money we try to make, the more we're going to throw away on those days. So we need to be focusing on discipline, self-control. That's right, Colby, no rush. My issue is I want to be doing this full time so freaking badly. Or at the very least, I want to go down to part-time hours at my full-time job. Why? Because I'm selfish and that's what I want. I have a decent job. I have freedom with it. I get paid enough. Obviously, you can't get paid too much. But I want to be doing trading so badly that I try to rush. Try to pass accounts so I can trade more. I mean, technically my work is 9 to 5, but I work from home and I can make up stuff in the afternoons and in the evenings or on the weekends if and when I need to. So I've been setting aside 2 hours to do this. Now that we don't have any Apex accounts, I'm kind of thinking with that 90% off, maybe pick up 1 or 2 and just take it easy. Don't try to pass them quickly. Just try to just get consistency. Just get the consistency down. That's all we need. Once we have consistency down, you can just scale up infinitely, and then I can have the money, but I'm trying to do the money first, and that's where I keep getting burned. Yeah, I know. I just keep like I do so freaking good, and then hey, what's up, Ben? Like I do so good, but then I start reverting back to trying to come up with an idea or a plan where I can make the amount of money I want right now by like bending the rules or like bending or like going around my, I don't know if that makes sense, but going around my self-discipline and stuff. The top, or what am I trying to say? No, I forgot. Ben, no, I left my amp alone. I took those 2 losing trades, so I think it was like a $500 loss since they were both around 250 or a little less. But after commissions, one was like minus 230, one was like 240. So after commissions, it's like 250 on each of them. So it was like minus 500. Jesus Christ, Alito. 100 lot. Yeah, I don't want to do like 5 accounts and chain them trying to pass them. I would prefer to pass one account, and then wait for a coupon again, and then pass the others while I'm working on funded. I agree, Ben. I'm just we're gonna finish out this week continuing to do this 1-to-1 250. Why am I on that? But I've done some damage to my TopStep account, so it's it is what it is. But again, there's no rush. That's what I was just saying. So we're just gonna take it slow on that one. Our AMP account, we are looking for 1-to-1s. No breaking rules today, Umar. I did think maybe give myself 2 chances again. If I don't, we'll just see how I feel. But yeah, max, absolute max, 2 trades today. Alito, you'll be fine. Listen, Apex isn't that bad. You can't trade. You have to lower your size. I understand the trailing drawdown sucks, like unrealized, but if you're trading the correct size, it really shouldn't affect you. But if you I have not done any market analysis. If you decide to go with TopStep, you know, make sure you click that link in the description first. That'd be great. Oh yeah, this is definitely a draw on liquidity. I've already thought about that. God, that was annoying. If you guys didn't see, Tyler took a clip of my trade this morning of us trying to get our Apex accounts. It's in the Discord, so I highly recommend that, or you can scroll back on this video. It's in the beginning, or it happened at 8:30, obviously. Let me post the disc. Why do we have so many people today? I'm not gonna be able to keep up. 25,000? Jesus. Yes, I did at Student Struggle. We did at 8:30 and it almost worked. It almost worked. Like, I don't know if that's like the gambling like addiction, but I mean, I feel like it pretty much worked. Had the market not moved 3 points, or if it just moved 2 more points, it would have worked on the one order, and it definitely worked on the other order, but we were already tapped out. Hank, I appreciate it. I like you guys too. All right, I gotta focus. Jesus Christ. Got that gap. A new day. Clear sell side. Especially that wick at 8:30. Very curious to see how we react up in here. We have a little fair value gap on the 5-minute up there that has not been touched yet. I think I'm short biased just because of that move at 8:30. It moved down first. So go down, create a pretty strong swing and equal lows. That move right there at open perfect into that guy. It's kind of crazy that it filled that perfectly. So we're definitely going to be running higher here for a little while. But we got this whole gap to fill. See if it gets filled. You just passed it? Damn. Passing it in 2 months is like, it's really freaking good. And I always feel like I have to pass them within the first month, but there's no need to do that. I just don't want to pay 2 months on it, even though I keep paying for accounts. So that's worse than just taking it slow on one. But yeah, I mean, 2 months. So, I mean, why are these popping up? I don't want that. The 150K is 9,000 at $4,500 in 1 month. There's a huge population of people that don't make that much money. And then again, our focus should be consistency. The money will come when you scale. I have to tell myself that daily. Is that on TopStep or Apex? So you don't have to. You just got to get to like 4,500. Settings, uncheck news, updates on charts. There we go. Don't want that. Thank you. If you're, I think you clicked on the Discord link. Our boy Alito, who is, he's always finding those free those free account codes or whatever. He's our personal TopStep representative. Oh, you're Rafa. You know what? I almost asked you yesterday. I couldn't remember who you were here on YouTube. And yesterday when you were talking, I almost asked, but I was like, I'll just wait. So far, I like that. I like that reaction on at the 50% of that gap. I don't have enough confidence to take a trade when that happens. But if we get another short setup, or if we get a short setup, I think that would help me have confidence to take it. Oh, I feel you on that. Student struggle. I'd be willing to take this gap if it forms and if we get a retest. This is where I historically start struggling when it just starts doing this. I start thinking we're not going to get a retest. Oh, that's we need a short. Kind of like it down here though. It's just too. I really want to aim for these lows. Now we just leave it. We have like an actual imbalance right there. Feel pretty confident. We just need this to come back up. Where do I want this at though? I think right beneath that. I want to see that. I want to see it reach up in there quickly. What's up, McLovin? You know, I thought about that trade that you took that I was talking about and I faded it. Thought about that all day. It's like, why didn't I just take that with McLovin? That's what I pointed out first. I can take a look at it if I get some time. I'm careful. We got our stop on this minute. I mean, look, we went up into this daily gap halfway, strong reaction off it, displaced down past the swing with an actual imbalance on the 1 minute. There's look at that imbalance there between the bodies. I was trying to tweak a indicator because I want to create something for me that just points out higher highs or higher lows that then are followed by a displacement. And then I could just have that running and then just alert me when that happens so I don't have to sit here and watch it. Oh, Alito. Why can't I spell this word right now? $376 to $535. Oh, come on. No, not $535. Yeah, it's nice when you can get into a trade and be calm about it. I feel fine about this trade even if it doesn't work out because it meets all my requirements. So there's no reason for me to not take it. The planks. The plans. What do you mean the plans? I don't think we have any plans for it. It's just for everyone to continue discussions after I get off stream. So a lot of people keep trading. So just trying to have a nice little group of people that are eager to continue their career in trading. Requirements were made higher highs, taking out liquidity. We displaced down the fair value gap, and the displacement was past a swing, so it broke structure right here. We came back up into the fair value gap in order to short it. us, and then our stop at the highs, hoping and thinking that if we do break highs, that we were just completely wrong. Or not that we were wrong, we were right because we took a setup that the market just wasn't willing to go lower. I'm really thinking that we are drawn to these equal lows and at the 8:30 news. So anyone longing is going to put their stops right there. $95%, Jesus. I like the sound of that. Does it have anything to do with ICT? Because I'm not an ICT cult person, but I definitely am not straying from ICT principles anytime soon. I think I'm gonna end up taking this if we get a little lower, I believe, just because I came into today wanting 1-to-1s, and I was about to divert those plans because I could see I think we're going here and that's more money. I need to stick with my 1-to-1. I believe I left money on the table, but I was straying from my plan, so I needed to reel myself back in and do what I needed to do. How do I get... Not a bad trade right there. 18,000 what? 18,000 pesos? I want to see these lows taken out though. Oh, we still got this trade over here. We'll just take that up 150 on that one. Nice, Hank. Did you see the same thing? I think we're going there. I have to stick to my plan. And I told you guys I was going to be doing 1-to-1s, and because I've had a rough week, I started to stray from that, and I can't do that. Nice, Hank. You got this. We're going. I mean, I'm very confident that we're going to take those equal lows. Man, that's another 30 points from where we are right now. This move here could end up giving 100 points because, I do that a lot too. Get out. How are we up only 158? Did we not? Was that not? It's whatever. 404. Was that not a 1-to-1? I was kind of just eyeballing it. 364. We had our stop up here. Oh, that was not... I just didn't get in at the best spot. Ideally, I would have waited for the market to come back up to here, but I was looking at this order block and wasn't too sure that we would go into it that far, but it's all good. We're looking for consistency, not the money right now. Yeah, I'm not. I looked at the money and then I was disappointed because in my mind I'm risking and aiming for around 250 per trade. So it kind of sucks that we didn't get that. However, I executed my plan almost perfectly. I started second guessing myself, thinking that that the 50% was not going to be offered. So that's why I got in down here. Plus, I saw this imbalance between these two bodies. So in my mind, I was thinking if we come back up here, there's a chance that that's going to be very strong and we're not going to go past it to get the 50% offered, when I should have just put a limit order up here and just left it alone, obviously. But it's fine. I can, I'm trying to execute as best as I can. Sorry, McLovin. That sucks. But this setup was so, I mean, this is super clear. Liquidity taken, displacement, passive swing, like nice big fair value gap on the 1 minute. This is what I want to see. But then like throughout the week, we've been getting like fair value gaps like this, lots of wicks everywhere. And I'm just like, I don't know if I should take that or not. And it makes me second guess, when if I'm second guessing, I should just stay out. If you're second guessing, it's better to just not take on any risk versus getting in a trade that could potentially lose. Every trade could potentially lose. Well, McLovin, you stuck to your plan. I know it sucks when you take a losing trade or lose an account, but sticking to the plan is that's what that should be the goal. All right, a lot of you already know, but since we have 35,000 people watching, next Wednesday we have a little announcement that I think people will want to hear. So at the very least, make sure you tune in. Make sure you tune in Wednesday. We'll talk about it after my trade on Wednesday. Hopefully we get a trade early. If not, you guys are going to be waiting. So I have an Excel sheet that I'm tracking my green trades that I take. And what I'm tracking is the one-to-ones that I see. Even though I didn't get in where I was supposed to, I still took the trade. I saw the setup. It worked. I'm tracking, one, did the trade offer an OTE entry? So that would have been this line up here. So I'm going to not put any points for OTE because OTE did not get offered. So I couldn't have even held for OTE. If I was waiting for OTE, I wouldn't have taken this trade. Second thing I'm tracking is at the 50%, how many points did I risk? And what is the max RR that was offered? So what's the max RR that was offered before it gets stopped? Have a good one, Student Struggle. Wayne, I'll tell you in 1 second. So we'll wait for this move to be done. This may be the move. We may just continue down all day long, and then later at market close, I'll just bring this all the way down and just see what the highest risk to reward ratio was and write that down. And then, assuming I stick to this plan, I will or assuming I stick to the strategy for like a month or two, then I'll have a list of trades and data that I can look back and be like, okay, if I held for a 1 to 2, how many would have worked out, and would that have been more profitable than a 1 to 1? And there's our equal lows. We left all that on the table, but that's fine. Wayne, so if you're not familiar with ICT, then what I talk about will be a little out there, but I basically follow ICT principles, thinking that the market is being drawn to areas where most likely there's stop orders. So anyone who shorted this, they would have had their stops up here or up in this gap or whatever. So the market ran up here, took out all those stops. And after something like that, after a move like that happens, I'm waiting to see if we get displacement, which are these big red candles we displaced down, where the market just moves quickly in one direction. And if it leaves a fair value gap, which is this candle right here, because this candle and this candle do not overlap. So when they don't overlap, that's a gap. And did it displace, move past a recent swing? So we have this swing low that we displaced past. So I just look to short in here, stop at the highs, and I'd preferably aim for another draw on liquidity, which was this equal low. I didn't hold for it, obviously. I just got out at the 1 to 1 level. Yeah, I would like to, that'd be interesting to hang out with him. Just talk markets, and then if you want some entertainment, start talking about some of his enemies. Get him going. I know he's been like freaking out the last couple days on Twitter and stuff. I tried it. Part of me wants to keep up with it. Part of me doesn't really care, but kind of thinking we got a fair value gap up here. All this displacement with these green candles. It's a potential that we come back up here before we go lower. I hear you, reinvestment. That's a lot of people don't like that. I and some people here in this channel or chat or whatever find it entertaining. So no, 100 Law, I haven't watched anybody else's. I know people who hate on ICT, they'll tell me like, oh, you need to watch this thing about him. I don't really care. His principles and trading strategies clearly work. So they work for me. So I don't really care about the drama. I just think it's entertaining. But I don't really care to watch something that is out to it probably is good entertainment, but the fact that I look up to ICT as a trader, I don't really want to watch negative stuff on him, regardless if it's true or not, because frankly, it doesn't matter to me. I think he knows what he's talking about with the markets, but I don't know. I probably won't ever. I mean, I think it's kind of weird that I think Vinny, right? Vinny is the one that all of his videos are just about ICT. That's kind of strange. Well, it looks like we were offered 100 points out of this so far. I don't know how many times I'm going to take a trade that offers 100 points and not take 100 points out of it. Damn, Tyler, GG's. I think that's a good spot. I mean, we could go down to the lows on the day, or the lows from 330, but we could start moving up too if you're up 1300. That's nothing wrong with taking that. Created more equal lows. Tyler, we'll talk to you later. Oh yeah, you got that next week for sure. I mean, I took my one trade and it worked. I just don't feel satisfied because both accounts were on micros, but I need to not think like that. I just preached sticking with consistency and self-discipline and rules, and the money will come after we prove that we can do this day in and day out. Just letting you guys know where my head is. And I came in today thinking I would allow myself 2 trades, but the last 2 weeks I've been saying 1 trade a day, so I'm only thinking that because yesterday I took 2 trades breaking a rule and they ended up both being losers. I'm like, well, if I can take 2 trades a day and they're both winners, then I'll get that back, but that's a bad mindset, right? I know some of you guys will agree. I just need a reassurance to don't take anything. We could have had a little bit better entry, but I got a little impatient. I'm just sitting here talking. Who am I talking to, Tyler? I assume you can't hear still then. The thing with that is that I said, or not this past Monday, the Monday before, I said I'm doing 1 trade a day. And I'm doing 1-to-1s, 1 trade a day. And I've only been doing that for a week and a half. I shouldn't be trying to switch it up yet. And the reason why I am so adamant on 1-to-1s is that the second I allow myself more than 1, I open up the possibility to start taking too many trades, and then I start revenge trading on bad days and taking too many losses. But a short up here looks pretty good. And if we slowly make our way up here, because we took, I mean, we took out the liquidity beneath these lows that I had marked out, but we didn't have a move like this where we went into it and then moved back up quickly. So if we grind it up, if we were to grind up here, making new equal lows, that's too enticing that we're most likely going to get drawn back down there. Four-hour candle. Oh, this guy right here. Jesus. Yeah, we came straight up into that gap. I know we left a lot on the table, but I needed this move today. I was having a pretty rough afternoon yesterday, but the fact that the trade worked plus it kept going really helps my confidence that I do know what I'm talking about. It's just some days it's not going to work, and that's fine. That's where our one trade and our risk management come into play and save our accounts from doing too much damage to ourselves. Umar, I try not to use I don't want to use indicators. I really like just drawing out my own stuff. If I ever do use an indicator, it will be because it's something that I built for myself that can alert me of things I'm waiting for, so I don't have to sit and watch the charts all day. REM True Visions, I really prefer. There have been times where I've taken a short, or not a short, a trade on a fair value gap when there wasn't a break of structure, but those tend to not work as often. So it's best to have this fair value gap that breaks structure, and then that will most likely be respected more often. Like if I could have an indicator / alert that looks for a higher high and then we displace and then just sends me an alert like, hey, this happened, then I can jump on the charts, see if it's something I want to take, wait a couple minutes, take the trade, put my take profit, my stop, and then get off, and just wait again. So you wait for a market structure shift, then retracement, and then a break of structure. Yeah, no, what happened here is this is all I need. Long from 309, huh? I don't know what you see there, but don't change your mind because I don't see something. 30-second though, 30-second chart, we're making little bearish fair value gaps all over the place. I feel that too, Tyler. If you wait for 2 like this was, I mean, obviously it's not the same every day and every setup doesn't work, but I think a higher high displace shift in structure. I mean, in my book, that's a high probability trade, depending on where you hold. I mean, if you short that and then you're aiming for 500 points, yeah, that might not work all the time. But especially these 1-to-1s, they seem to work a lot of times. Just aim for that swing, because most likely the market will at least come down there. And if this wanted to go higher, I would have still gotten my points. Well, I did get my points. But if the market wanted to go higher, there's a high chance, if this didn't work out, if we did this and we wanted to keep reaching for higher highs from there, it's a pretty good chance that we come down here and fake people out and then move higher. Aiming for 1-to-1 on these moves, I still would have made my money. That's why I'm sticking with that. Tyler, you missed the trades? What? Yeah, I took this guy right here. So I didn't wait for, the better entry would have been up here to get the 1-to-1. But I started second guessing myself, thinking that we weren't going to offer a 1-to-1 entry. So I got in down here and then exited at the lows. So, I mean, I held where I wanted to. I really wanted to hold to those equal lows, but then I told myself that's not my plan. I need to stick to 1-to-1s for a month or two, and then we can start holding longer. So we didn't quite get the 1-to-1, but I did get the trade and we did get some money. So we took that on AMP. We're only up like 150, 158, but that's all right. And then I took it over here on this account as well, the TopStep. So only up 154 on TopStep. But there's no rush. Appreciate that, Tyler. I really, really wanted to hold to those lows. That's, I mean, or not those ones, these ones. I had them marked out and that's what I was wanting, but that's not my plan right now. I need to stick to the 1-to-1s, and then in a month or two we can reevaluate and see if I want to hold to like a 1 to 1.5 or maybe a 1-to-2. So far, this trade, so 1-to-1 is right. One-to-1 is right here. So far, this trade has offered a 1 to 2.5. And that's pretty good. Are you having a good day, 100 lot? I don't know if you're saying good day today because I just talked about my trades, or if you're doing good too. Damn, Hank, I forgot you were in that trade. That's awesome. I was right there with you, 100 lot yesterday. I was not having a good day after my morning. I was like thinking, I guess we're just going to stream games tomorrow morning, so I don't even want to take a trade, but took the rest of the day to let those emotions out, and now we're good. Right, Tyler. So, I mean, that's the plan. I chose these 1-to-1s because to me, they're a higher probability, and I feel like I can pick them out pretty often. Sometimes I get the drawn liquidity wrong, but even if you get the drawn liquidity wrong, I think the 1-to-1s typically still work out, even if we weren't going after these lows. So, I just want to get a month or two of those trades, and then log if they went further, and then we can decide if I want to change that. But if I don't want to change that, I don't have to. I can just increase my size and make more money that way. It doesn't really matter. We just need consistency. It's so freaking hard to like get that through your head. Not you, but you as in me. So frustrating. Like all I have to do is the same thing every day, but I want the money now. And this feels like it's only 10:20. I feel like it's already like noon. This movement sucks. I've gone through so many times, especially lately, where I feel like I'm doing it. I'm not living off of this money right now. But there's been so many times where we have like a week or two or 3 weeks in a row we're doing good. I'm like, okay, I'm just a few more weeks of this and I'll feel confident that I can start pulling reasonable amounts of money out that I can use. And then I hit roadblocks, and it's so frustrating when you like, it just keeps like, it takes a toll when you get your hopes up. I'm doing good, and then one day you throw that away, and then it's back to the grind. And that's kind of where I'm at right now. This today was excellent. This was perfect. I didn't take exactly how much I wanted. I didn't hold exactly to where I needed to, but I was like 95% of I did 95% of my plan. I got a little antsy and got in a little too early. Should have waited for the market to come up a little more. This was a nice box setup as well. You can see we came up and we had that gap that we purged liquidity, and that quick move with displacement with a shift in market structure came back up and like tapped it perfectly, and then down. But we'll get there. I just got to keep doing this, and then on days that some days it's not going to work. Some days I'm gonna pick a setup that I'm either going to make a mistake and just not pick like an A+ setup because we got stuck sitting in this crap right here, or we're going to pick a setup that just the probability wasn't on our side. This isn't going to work every time it forms. I'm banking on that it's going to work more than it's not. But the days that it decides to not work, I need to just accept it and walk away. But that's like one of the hardest things. And we really slowed down here. Look at those wicks on the 5-minute. All right, I'm not taking anything else. There's no point in me sitting here on the charts because it just, temptation will start to creep up. I think I did exactly what I planned on doing today. It's pretty annoying that our 8:30 news plan almost worked out, but not quite. If you missed it, watch that in the beginning, or Tyler had a clip of it in the trading channel. But I'm gonna get off of here. I need to stick to my one trade a day. Yesterday we messed that up and we were down a little too much, so I can't do that. I gotta stick to the one trade a day. But you guys have a good one. Good luck trading the rest of the day. Anyone who's in the Discord, will talk to you on there. And yeah, we'll be back tomorrow morning, normal time. See you, Hank. Have a good one. Oh, brother Jason, be careful. Jesus, if you're in the Discord, let us know how that goes, but be careful, man. All right, talk to you guys later.